Good evening, viewers. This is the India Focus. I'm Sricharan. And tonight, it's all about the deep analysis on budget 2024. It's going to be a great analysis, viewers, the deepest analysis, and the questions which no other media asks will be spoken about. Before that, let me first introduce my guest in this panel, Manjunath Koparad, MBA Finance, currently pursuing CS Professional. Having 20 years of professional experience as a tax consultant and specialized in TDS related matters and stock market analyst. And now in the present, he is now getting into a new venture, which is counseling, mentorship, and training, specifically in the education sector. I would like to wish him all the very best for this, and welcome to the edition.
Yeah, thank you, Sricharan. That's a great intro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And all the very best for the new venture which you're going into, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. And your support is needed during that time also. I'll come back to you for that later.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Now, when we are speaking about budget 2024, the union budget, this is an interim budget. People say this is an interim budget. Now, before I go to the takeaways, before I go to your opinion, let people first understand what is the difference between an interim budget and a union budget. And also with that question, let me also add one thing, which I think no other editors have added upon. 20 minutes was taken for the previous budget coverage. Highlights,
right, exactly.
The impact, the effect. So how do you look at it, sir?
See, first to understand what is interim budget, first it is better to understand budget. Budget is very simple. The expenses and income of a country, okay, predicted for 1 year based on the assumptions and the past experience. Based on that, it is done. It can be done for individual, business, everywhere. Okay, I think it is advisable to do individually. Nobody does it, but I advise people to do it. Okay, coming to interim budget and regular budget, there is a one difference. Like basically, interim budgets happen especially when an election year comes into picture. Okay. Currently, this year we have an election in the month of April or May expected. Okay, so whatever they present now, it has to be approved by the new MPs elected by the new elections. So considering that, usually they present as a routine exercise and give an interim budget for time being. You asked is like they took 20 minutes. Yes, what I saw was like they used this platform as it is the interim budget. They used this platform to give the accomplishments that happened in the last 10 years, comparing with the previous. And also they have proposed to give one white paper just to show the comparison between the 2014, prior to 2014 and now. So that means it is purely to do two things: how well the economics was handled or the finance was handled, and the difference that was there prior to 2014 and later. So this is very clear. And I think they have given some foundation for elections also by quoting so many things like infrastructure, facilities. They spoke about health facilities, economic involvement, Aadhaar. So you name any this one. Many of the schemes were spoken during just 20 minutes. I think that is the gist of intro.
But sir, as you said, they spoke for 20 minutes about the previous budget, just focusing on the election and what they have accomplished. My point is, why was the compliance report not put out? Because compliance report after every election is put out, where they chop out the revenue which was set and what was the expenditure. All these things are put out in the compliance report, but this time it was not put out. Why, sir?
No, see, compliance report, I think we should get into the deeper details of the budget. It might be there. We can't say it is not there. But they took it as an interim budget and made it as a very short. It was less than 1 hour.
Yes.
So that is one thing. And moreover, last time also I spoke. Now budget is losing its real value. In between, the major schemes are coming up. Last time we spoke about Gati Shakti, and this time they have again added some more information related. That means it has become a gradual process and regular issue. It is not like 1 year you wait and then do it. It is not like that. So I think that is the reason they have not spoken about that. I don't think that is an issue at all.
Because why this question, why I asked was the oppositions are taking this up. They're saying that compliance report is not put out. So we needed a clear picture. Now, before I go to any next further questions, I want your opinion on this budget.
basically report card. Oh, I think it will be a next when they come up with the election, after elections, whatever the report comes, that becomes a real budget thing.
Okay, as you pointed out on your opinion on the budget, let me tell the viewers the key takeaways from this budget. One, that what I saw, the key takeaways were reform, perform. That's the motto. Free ration for
Exactly.
80 crore Indians. Infra upgrade
Right.
for Lakshadweep. Three major economic railway corridor, 517 new routes put out, carrying 1.3 crore passengers. So all these are huge. The railway, the infrastructure, that's the railway, as well as the airport, aircraft, all these things. There's a huge expenditure on this. That's my key takeaway from this, and it's not a populistic budget. Let me make it clear. It's not a populistic budget. I'll speak about it why. Before that, let me go to your.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure, sure, sir.
Can I add?
Sure.
See, it is basically a small part of Vikasit Bharat or Amrit Kal, what they are speaking about. See,
Yes.
whatever they are giving a scheme, it is basically based on that, rather a yearly budget. It's whatever they are giving. It is not, we can't see it in a 1 year. It's
Correct.
more of a longer period, whatever you see.
Correct.
That is the difference which I have seen.
Last time you emphasized on, as Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji emphasized, you also said that it's an Amrit Kal budget which will take its own course, which will take its own time, and we will see
Exactly.
the developments in the future. And we have seen it.
Yes.
Being the third largest
Yes.
economy in the last few years is huge. That's a huge
Yeah,
development which is
definitely.
happening economically. My next question to you is, sir, 11.1% capex. How do you look at it? Because every time I look at the capex and the expenditure, how do you look at this, sir?
See, capex. After the COVID period, the capital expenditure of the government is the only thing which is keeping the economy in upscale. If you see private consumption or a private capex which is happening, which is comparatively lesser prior to COVID period. But one clarity they have given is the foundation work has been done by the government now in the past several years. Now it is the private sector. It is your duty to move it forward. So start thinking of capital expenditure in your own field. That is what has been clearly given in the budget.
Okay, as you pointed out, at one more thing, that India's growth cycle is the growth of economy is going on. We are in the phase of the peak of growth. One thing I would like to say to the viewers is that 7 to 8% is the India's growth in GDP. Germany is in negative. Most of the European countries, you name it, all are in negative GDPs. China, so-called China, which is the manufacturing hub, which is just exporting everything out, even their GDP, look at their GDP, 8.9% that was before, and now it's 4.9%. They have also gone in a decline. So this proves that Indian economy is in growth. And
exactly.
with that phase, sir, I would like to ask you one more question. There was an emphasis on the sunrise sector. That's the technologies and other parts. I would like to hear it from you. What's in the mind of the finance minister regarding this focus? Was it required?
Of course, yes. See, if you see the innovations that have happened earlier, it is the industrial revolution that was there, European period. Then came American period where pharma innovation was there. Then financial innovations came in, technological innovations came in. Then came the beneficiary was the China, and China took it forward, which used it as a tool to what is called habitual technology which they use, like TikTok, okay, such kind of thing, like more of consumption rather innovation. But innovation was used as a consumption tool. But what this government is planning is they want the youth of India, now called as Bharat also, to look into the sectors using a innovation, not only through technology. It's a merging of multiple sectors. Say, for example, agri and technology, or transport tech. Okay, it's a multiple combinations which they want to use. And using that, a new innovations, whatever come in, it requires a testing or the funds. That was lacking in earlier period. Now, specifically, this budget has allocated 1 lakh crore for this innovation purpose with a long tenure gestation or a period, which can be used for testing, research, okay, and implementing certain things and get the funds and again redevelop it and make a new product. When this government came in, This was used because of that only we saw UPI, all those what we spoke about last year.
Yes.
These are the part of that. This, they want to move it to all other fields. It's not just one thing. Say, for example, organic farming, if you see, I have seen a lot of changes that is happening. With the lemon, there are so many products which are coming in. Earlier, it was not like that. They speak of Sri Anna, Siridhanya, we call it in Canada.
Yes.
With that, multiple products are coming up. So it is new innovations are happening. So it is opening up all the sectors, and innovation has to be introduced so that new product or service can be created for the betterment of the whole world. It is not India they are targeting. That is a big change that I have observed in this.
Yes, sir. As you spoke about the agriculture, let me come sector-wise. Let me just tell the numbers to the viewers as they progress through this edition. Agriculture sector getting 1,46,819 crores. The state sector, the state-wise money which is going on, 2,86,787 crores. Electricity, 76,302 crores. Samaja Kalyan, 56,501 crore. Military getting 4,54,000 crores. And it's huge. Manufacturing sector getting 45,958 crores. Education, 1,24,638 crores. Infrastructure, 77,524 crores. At last, when you look at the estimated amount, it's around 47 lakh crores. 47 lakh crores. It's a huge budget. When we look at the budget, when Nirmala Sitharaman ji presented, finance minister, we looked at it only for half an hour. But the budget expense, the expenditure is huge. So I would like to ask one more question to you, sir. No grants for any community or any gender. No political budget. Do you feel, because when you look at the history back, when finance minister was Chidambaram, he used to give grants during his interim budget. He used to give the SC/ST community, when it comes to gender, the females getting opportunities, all these things. Here, the females are getting opportunity, but the point is, it's not targeting one community, targeting one gender. So how do you look at this being a non-political budget, an interim budget also, non-political budget? Does BJP feel that it's going to win the elections without this budget? That is, budget is separate and the elections are separate.
Yes. This is exactly what is there, because they know that there is no clear opposition. Even if they try to get some numbers, it cannot cross half mark. That is where they are very clear. So using this period, what they have done is, instead of focusing on particular period and get the votes, they gave all. That's what 20 minutes Nirmala madam took to give the details for which sector they have given a lot of benefits. They used all that. If you see, they told about infrastructure, they told about women empowerment. If you see all that, it is very clearly given there. That means the budget is not for giving money, it is for planning for the future. That's seen. And interestingly, what I am seeing is a lot of entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs are coming up. That is a big, huge change that is happening. You name the sector, all the three, our Navy, Air Force, and Army. The parade was given to women. So that is the first thing. So if you see all that, there is already change. Yes. We should get out of that mindset. It's a woman or a male. That biased approach is gone now. If we are still in that mood, I request everybody to get out of that and look as a nation, because you are having a nation which is going to be a third largest economy and a developed nation by 2047. They say GDP, it is government development performance. Okay. And one more thing, FDI, first developed India. That means they want people, foreign investments, to be a part of first developed India. That means the commitment which is shown in every word is very clear. We will be a developed nation. Now the question is whether as an individual, as a businessman, as a man or woman, as a student, we want to be a part of this growth or just keep complaining. So that is the call as an individual we need to take.
Yes. Yes. That the message is clear. That's what that's the bottom line. Now, before I go to the next question, sir, let me put out few numbers which were there. And there were a minimum numbers which were brought out by Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Let me put that out. Tax receipts of 23.24 lakh crores were seen this year. Revenue receipt of 30.03 lakh crores. No tax, and the major point is no tax liability up to
Changes,
rupees
yes.
7 lakh income. Corporate tax reduced from 30% to 22%. GST collection increased to rupees 1.66 lakh crores. All these numbers prove that India is in the growth cycle. Let's understand that, let's be clear. But few people are asking one question. That question is, there's nothing about divestment. Did you expect any, sir? And please explain the viewers what a divestment is, if possible.
See, disinvestment is basically a taking out of promotership of a government company from any government company and reducing its stake and giving it to the public or the FPIs or DIIs or whoever want to purchase that. It's basically removing of the control from that company from the financial point of view. Okay, that is how it is. Now, disinvestment was needed, but what this government is doing is, it is not selling loss-making companies or like that. It is reducing a small percentage from a profit-making company and making it as a bigger company. That means they want to bring a growth and fund that growth by this investment. This might be there in the budget, but it is not to the major extent. And moreover, you spoke about tax collection and all.
Yes.
One last 2 years, the one change has happened. Like that, they tell the collection value lesser and get more tax collection. That is a thing which has changed. Okay. And in expenses, it is reverse. They are telling some expenses and trying to reduce that expenses. This time it is a very small amount has come down, but that is the change that is taking place.
Yes, sir. My last question to conclude this wonderful segment is that this government is looking at a long vision. You are looking at a long vision. My question is, there will be a, according to me, there will be a budget post-election. What's your expectation? Let's have a long vision.
See, whether budget is there or not, okay, the allocation has happened. Okay, deep allocation has been done. If you see Gati Shakti, it was last 2 years back, it was told, okay, it was launched. And they spoke about this time also. And Udan, they spoke about this. Again, they spoke about Mudra loans. See, any project or any scheme which is introduced, okay, it is getting completed within the tenure of that period. And moreover, if it is a longer period, it is getting additional benefits for that. Okay, that is the thing which is there. And one more thing, Gati Shakti is one thing where infrastructure has been built. If there is no connectivity, it will fail. So now manufacturing facilities have been given. Okay, now connectivity for marketing or this one, what is called materials movement or not there, then it is not worth. So that is one area they are focusing more. And I think after this election, they will be telling some visionary statements they will be giving. Okay, that will be the guiding force for next 25 years. So be prepared for the 25 years. And I focus, it will be a like sustainable, environmental, economical, human-oriented future that will be coming up in the coming, what is called Indian century. Yes. We can call it as Indian century.
Yes, yes, sir.
That is a strong guarantee I have now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we feel proud to call this the Indian century. Fortunately, we will call it so. We will have the economy in our hand. We will control it. Proud to be an Indian. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining me in this wonderful edition. Until the next time I meet you all, signing off, Sri Charan. Thank you, viewers. Thank you for watching me.
Yeah, thank you, Sri Charan. It was a great opportunity for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for speaking with me. Thank you.